y'all, it's American Mom on the Southern Mom channel. Today, we're going to be watching True Detective. This is the third episode, and a lot's been going on in the first two episodes. There's not many in this first season, so they're just giving us a lot of information, like, all at once. The last episode, we really got to see a little bit more into Marty's family life, his marriage, just how things are. He doesn't want to bring his work home with him. The girls were playing with some dolls in the room, and I need him to bring that up to the mom at some point, because that's not right. Yeah, they have, Marty and Rusty have 2 weeks to solve this situation before they turn it over to some other guys that were called in. And they're both not happy about it, especially Rusty. And he just runs his mouth. He doesn't care. But, so they're going to be stepping it up, and we need to find out who's doing all this shite and nip it in the bud. All right, so I'm ready to watch it. All right, let's do this.
No, you're right. We saw her in Eunice. Tina might know her.
Mm-hmm. How long were you in Eunice?
He's observing
About
again.
6 months. Widow in Opelousas leased us cheap. We left when it caught fire.
Kind of a strange face, I think. Skin shiny around his jaw.
Ah, what, like burn? Uh-huh. So did she leave with him?
Yeah, maybe like that.
Christmas to New Year's, we was in New Roads. Shouldn't be a problem to find people who vouch for Bert's whereabouts. We had a good turnout there.
Good turnout. And
Detective, what is it you think happened?
Someone killed this girl and made a big show of it. Left a painting of the crime scene on one of your old churches.
compassion is ethics, Detective.
What happened
Yes,
in there?
it is.
I ran checks on all of them. Everyone's got a clean record except for Bert. But it's not him. He did a deuce at the farm for Dick Wagon. Should have been in a mental ward to begin with. He wanted us to find this one. You know, like he was showing off that cane fields are a stage.
Make a suggestion then. Well, we could start at zero. They're gonna hand it to the task force.
Well, if somebody missed something, we need to go back, check off files, any DBs in state the last 5 years, we start there.
The difference is that I know the difference between an idea and a fact. You are incapable of admitting doubt. Now that sounds like denial to me.
I doubt that.
Doubt this. These two.
We'll put out an APB on any tall man with facial scarring.
Okay.
We went where the case led us.
But you took it up, though. His serial theory.
Well, as arrogant as he could be, he was right. I mean, that's how we got our man. Hey! What? What the hell do you think you're doing, man? At my house when I'm not here?
Returning the mower.
You know what I mean. You mow my lawn?
Just what you think I'd be doing over here? You're not around, Marty. What's our problem? You and me.
No problem. I just don't ever want you mowing my lawn, all right? I like mowing my lawn.
Okay. I was wondering about these drawings. Talk about the dolls. That was really disturbing.
That's the extent of your concern?
No, I just don't know what looking at it anymore is gonna do.
It's her.
I'm concerned. I'm close, Marty. Do you hear me? I'm close.
They're gonna pull that case from us, and I'll be around more, and we'll do things. I'm sorry, Maggie. I'm sorry for everything. I'm for not being here, for taking all this for granted. I might be fine, but I think I'm all fucked up.
I think you are as well.
You are.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you are.
And let's just go make out with him.
Now, what you did is not your fault. It's not. You was drugged to the bottom by that same weight. The same weight that won't let you get along at a job, the same weight that wouldn't let you get along at school. Same weight that wouldn't let you have a mom. You are not flawed. We, you, me, people, we don't choose our feelings. There's grace in this world, and there's forgiveness for all, but you have to ask for it. I want that. So certain that they were more than a biological puppet. Truth wheels out, and everybody sees. Once the strings are cut off, all down. Synesthesia. It's a misalignment of synaptic receptors and triggers. Alkalized colors, certain metallics. It's a type of hypersensitivity. One sense triggers another sense. Like sometimes I'll see a color and it'll put a taste in my mouth. A touch, a texture, a scent may put a note in my head.
I've heard of that. It can be a side effect of statin.
Oh, you're
It's not a
floozy with
side
somebody
effect.
So when
else.
something feels good, does that mean it feels twice as good?
What are you doing?
Does it look like I'm on a date, aren't you?
So are you gonna go home with this guy?
It's really none of your business.
Right.
Do you fuck your wife?
So what's Alaska like?
Look at him.
It's beautiful. It's not Paris, but it's clean and it's clear.
You been to Paris?
Why is he?
4 months.
He looks uncomfortable.
What'd you do in Paris?
Mainly just got drunk in front of Notre Dame.
I mean, the rest of us had families, people in our lives, good things. People give you rules. Rules describe the shape of things.
He's gonna show up. Oh, gonna get the guys with your girlfriend.
Fuck you!
Sorry I got in your face, guy. I wouldn't have really done something like that.
What's he gonna
I'm
do?
not a psycho.
Yeah, you are right now.
Plus, she was positive for meth and LSD. They said she was high, fell in. In the posterior.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. ID is Rianne Olivier, 22, lives in Pelican Island, population 300. Grandpa's still there. Got a phone at the dock.
Where you're going?
Everybody think they got this big plane.
He's
She had a
got
boyfriend, you know about,
the
a
accent.
man.
And she took up with that Ledoux fella, older boy, shit family. Run off with him. I ain't never had nobody ask me about him before.
Parrish added it to my work order.
He has an address. Go.
Thanks for
Okay.
your time.
He's busted in connection to a narcotics lab used to make meth and LSD, which Dora Lang and Rhiannon were full of.
Right.
The dude did 2 years at Avoyles, and guess who his cellmate was the last 4 months?
Charlie Lang.
I gotta give you this one.
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I mean when I'm talking about time and death and futility. Now, there are broader ideas at work, mainly what is owed between us as a society for our mutual illusions. Our 14 straight hours of staring at DBs, these are the things you think of. You ever done that? You look in their eyes, even in a picture. Doesn't matter if they're dead or alive, you can still read them. And you know what you see? They welcomed it.
I don't want to go into this place.
Like a lot of dreams. There's a monster at the end of it.
What's it got a machete for and a gas mask on? Look at that. That's a sight. We got more into Marty's relationship with his girlfriend and his wife. He thinks he loves them both. I don't know what he's thinking, to be honest. He's just aggravating me. And then they pull their daughter aside, the youngest one. I thought they were going to talk to both the kids about the doll situation, the Barbie, and what he saw, like, displayed on the floor. We have not addressed that yet. They wanted to talk to the younger one. I think she's the younger one. They look so much alike in age. Anyway, the blonde. They talked to her about drawings. And at first I kept thinking, have I seen a drawing that she's done? Let me think. But they showed the drawings later. Yeah, pretty inappropriate. But she was dared at school or by some other girls to do it. But where'd they see it from? So the whole situation's not good, no matter where she's seen it or what they're telling her to do or whatever. But the thing that bugs me, what I'm trying to get at, Marty's, he mutes the TV, thank you, but he's still trying to look over and watch the basketball game. I wanted to strangle him this episode. Oh, okay, at the beginning we went to a revival. Now, I'm from the South, and I grew up Baptist. I'm non-denominational right now. And I don't want to get into politics or religion on my channel. I'm not going to do that. That's just a recipe for disaster. But I've not been to a revival like that. The hooping and the hollering, and Rusty was just poo-pooing on it the whole time. He doesn't believe in anything, I guess. I guess he doesn't believe in God. He doesn't believe in anything. Okay, to each his own. But Marty was sort of picking up on that, and he was just like, he was kind of calling him out on, like, do you have to poo-poo on everything, is basically what he was saying. And he was like, can't you just understand that some people come here for community? And a lot of people do that. A lot of people go to church to get away from the world and all these other problems, like problems that we're dealing with the show, crimes and the horrific part of life. So yeah, they go for a sense of community and socializing and prayer and to listen to somebody that's trying to, lift them up. And But Rusty wasn't having any of that either. He was just like, nah, no, it's all a scam. It's a scam. Okay. But they did get one piece of information out of this. They talked to a lady, her name was Tina, that knew of a guy, a tall guy, that had a shiny chin, meaning some scarring, some burns. And so now they kind of have something to look for. So, and I said earlier, I don't know if I'm going to edit this part out or not, so I'll say it again. They're talking, Marty and Rusty are talking to, like, the slums of prostitution, that trailer park, that Bunny Ranch. Remember that? Remember that fantastic little classy place? They're talking to those people, that group. Then we're going to church, and they have some information. And the drawing was in a church. And we know it's sort of an occult. And these antlers and the drawing on the back, which we saw again on this last victim that supposedly drowned, that Rusty caught up on. He kept staring at all these pictures, and Marty was like, okay, you get to take credit for this one. And he was like, okay. He gave them some information on a person that they need to look into. And now he's like, are you trying to tell me, like, she didn't die by this flood, like by drowning? We end up, I forget where we're going. They were 2 hours away. We're down to 2 days now. We had 2 weeks last episode. Now we've got 2 days. And the task force is going to take over this investigation. So we ended up at this creepy ass place, and this man is in his briefs or a diaper. I don't know what it is. Looks weird. He's walking like a Sasquatch. I think it was in slow motion, but still, the way he was kind of like dragging his arms and walking. He had a gas mask on with the thing, so his head looked like an elephant. It's creepy as hell. Who is this Joker? If he has a burn on his face, this is him, because it was a tall person. So we're going to pick up with that in episode 4, aren't we? All in all, this was a really good episode. You know, I think it was more of a stepping stone into, okay, episode 4 is going to really reveal something. Because we're gathering little bits of information here and there again. From different places, different people. We got to wrap this up, though. They have to wrap this up. Yeah, it was good. Thank y'all for watching it with me, and I can't wait until next Friday when we get to see episode 4. But until the next video and the next time. Bye.